Good morning, everyone. Lee Henson here, president and founder of Agile, and it's time for today's edition of the Daily Stand-Up. Without any further ado, let's get started. I stumbled upon something here that I thought was very, very interesting, and I wanted to share it with you. This comes from an author, Vanessa King, and someone was telling me about putting together an action plan for happiness. So today's Friday, so we're not going to focus on Agile, obviously. And I wanted to put together a list of maybe the top 10 things that you could do to make your life happier, whether you're in a pandemic or not in a pandemic, the things you could do just to really accelerate and to boost how you feel. And she came up with a powerful acronym and put it into a poster. And she says, there are 10 keys to happier living. And it's all part of having the great dream, living out the great dream. And she put together a great dream poster. So great dream is her acronym. And I thought, wow, that's a long acronym. But I want to quickly review each one of these because I think that if you do these 10 things, I can 100% personally guarantee it's going to make you feel better as a human being. And it's going to help you uplift others. So the G in great dream stands for giving. It says do things for others. Now, if anybody knows me, you'll know right away that one of the things that I tell people is you find yourself when you lose yourself in the service of others. If you can serve other people, whether it's through a smile or, I often say buy something from someone in a drive-thru or at a grocery store, whatever the case may be, just do something for others that's unexpected, whether they need it or not. And what you'll find is by you having a heart that gives, that you'll find that that's a big key to happiness. The R is for relating. Connect with people. Put yourself in their shoes. Have some empathy. Realize who these people are and what struggles they might be going through. Find a way to relate and connect to those that you socialize with, whether they're friends, whether they're just acquaintances, if it's someone you've never met before, or even if it's people that are inside your own house. Find ways to relate to your children. Find ways to relate to your spouse. Find ways to relate to your partner, significant other. And what you'll find is that when you relate, it'll make you feel better. The E is for exercising. I know that sounds crazy, but if you take care of your body, your physical well-being is equally important, if not of greater importance, as your mental well-being. And of course, your spiritual well-being trumps all. But I think that exercising puts you in the right place and helps you gain control of those things. Awareness. Live life mindfully. Be aware of what's going on around you. Be aware of what you're doing and your impact to your peers, to your friends, to your family, to the world. Just be mindful of the things that are happening around you. T stands for trying out, and that rounds off great. Don't be afraid to try new things. Keep learning. I tell people all the time when I'm teaching classes that, for me, everyone always says, oh, well, you must be a 10 on a scale. And I'm like, no, I'm not even an 8. Every day there's something new to learn. And I think it's key that if we emphasize and keep learning new things, that's going to help us grow as a person, and it's going to help us discover new and innovative and exciting things that are going to keep us vibrant, keep us sharp, and keep us alive. Don't be afraid to try new experiences. Okay, we got dream left to go. Let's start with the D. The D is direction. Now, if you've heard me say the 3 keys to a successful life, this is key number 3 for me. Set realistic goals. Have goals to look forward to. Have things that you can achieve. Make sure that you have a clear direction, a vision, and a strategy of how you can achieve those dreams. And I think that that's going to help you really move forward. Her R stands for resilience. Find ways to bounce back. Don't just let the world knock you down. There's so many quotes out there. One of my favorite quotes is, it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. What matters is how many times you get back up. And I think that, that resilience is so important. And resilience is what empowers you to overcome obstacles. It empowers you to live the dream, and it empowers you to figure things out, believe it or not. What I found is that people with the greatest resilience are the ones who are best at solving problems. And resilience also carries you through the rough road of a relationship. We've all been in relationships where there's been bumps in the road. Resilience is what pulls you through and helps you really find where you need to be. Next is emotions. Emotions is, one that I talk about often when I'm just discussing being a good person. I talk about looking for what's good in yourself and looking for what's good in others. I think that it's one of those things that, I always tell a story about one of my children who told me, my brother made me feel this way. And I'm like, did they make you feel that way? And the truth is, no one can ever make you feel anything. Now, you can react to something and choose to feel a certain way or choose to do a certain thing. But I think that part of being a strong person is having your emotions in check, being in control of those emotions, figuring out how those emotions impact you, and finding out how your emotions impact others. I think that's all a package deal. The A in DREAM is for acceptance, and that's being comfortable with who you are. I hear people all the time who are from different walks of life, whether it's the LGBTQ plus community or people who are of a minority group of any kind, whether it's race, religion, whatever it might be. And I think that if we start looking at every individual as a beautiful human being and accept who they are and accept who they love and accept what they believe in and move forward with a feeling of love and support and a way that we can just be acceptable of who they are, but it starts with accepting who we are. And I think that a lot of times people, are quick to judge, but they're not as quick to look in the mirror. I think that introspective is a powerful tool, and it's something that we all should use to be comfortable with who we are so that it helps us accept and understand what other people are. And then the M in DREAM, I love that she ended with this one, is meaning. This is number 2 of my 3 steps to a successful life. She quotes and says, be part of something bigger. I agree. I call it, what story do you have to tell, right? What is your story? Do you have a story to tell? And I'm not talking about a story about something you did recently or something you did last week. I'm talking about, what is your story? What are you trying to do? What will your great-grandkids say about you if you have the ability to have children, right? What will someone generations from now say about you? Have you left a legacy behind? Are you doing anything to find your own purpose and to share your purpose with others or to leave a legacy? And I think that there's so much more to this. Now, if you want to read more about this, I'm going to encourage you to visit this site. It's called actionforhappiness.org. ACTIONFORHAPPINESSS, all one word, .org, /10-keys. And there's a list here of the 10 keys to happier living, and they're the ones that I went through. I'm going to read them off one more time because I love the fact that it's great DREAM. And great focuses on how we interact with the outside world. And DREAM focuses on what we can do from the inside. So I think this is genius. So great, one more time, is giving, relating, exercising, awareness, and trying new things. Inside, we have DREAM, which is direction, resilience, emotions, acceptance, and meaning. I can tell you right now that this is probably one of the most powerful articles I've read in a long time. And I'm just so glad that I had the opportunity to stumble upon it. Beautiful, beautiful words. If you have an opportunity to go and read this, I encourage you to visit actionforhappiness.org. Read this article. It will uplift you. It'll help you grow, and it'll help you be a better person. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. I hope you have an opportunity to uplift someone else. And tune in next week as we cover more topics and more episodes of the Agile Dad Daily Stand-Up. Until next time, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Do take care.